Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess, chief cooking doggy mama outside the paddy wagon today. Now, we're not live this week because it's a travel day. You know how much I don't like to film on travel days, but we didn't want to leave you hanging. So today we're premiering a really important video. This one hits close to home because it's about why our Bigfoot Bushcraft series matters.
Not just for Bigfoot research, but for survival.
And with that in mind, we want to dedicate this episode to two men who tragically lost their lives last Christmas while on a Bigfoot expedition in Washington State's Gifford-Pinchot National Forest. Their story is so heartbreaking, and it is a grave reminder of why being prepared in the wilderness is not an option. It has to happen.
Squatch America, we're on the trail, chasing down the mystery through the rain and hail, with a knock on a tree and a howl in the night. With Squatch America, gonna get it right.
Let's talk about what happened. Two experienced Bigfoot enthusiasts set out for a weekend expedition in the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest. They were prepared for research, but not fully prepared for survival. An unexpected winter storm hit. Temperatures plummeted. Unfortunately, they did not have the proper shelter or enough supplies.
Sadly, both men succumbed to hypothermia within just hours. Authorities believe that they didn't prioritize shelter fast enough. This tragedy totally could have been prevented, and it's a sobering reminder that nature doesn't care about your plans. Survival comes first, always.
And that brings us back to Bigfoot Bushcraft. We're here to help you make sure you're ready for anything. Because let's face it, every time you head out squatching, you're heading into the unknown.
So let's revisit the rule of threes. This is the cornerstone of survival, and it goes like this. 3 minutes, you can survive without air. After that, you're done. 3 hours without shelter in extreme conditions, hypothermia can and will set in. 3 days without water, dehydration starts to kill you. And 3 weeks without food, starvation becomes critical.
These rules aren't just a theory. They're life-saving facts. And in cold weather, the second one, 3 hours without shelter, is the most critical. In this case, those two men, this was the rule that cost them their lives.
So when you're out looking for Bigfoot, especially in rugged terrain, you cannot afford to assume that things will go as planned. Accidents happen, weather changes, you can get turned around, and that's why you need bushcraft skills.
We want to tie this back to our last Bigfoot Bushcraft episode. We were talking about shelter. We showed you how to build a tarp shelter using a poncho, because shelter isn't just comfort, it's about survival. Remember, hypothermia can start in as little as 3 hours. That's why your first priority in the wilderness is to protect yourself from the elements.
We also touched on lean-tos, debris huts, and caves, types of shelter that not only keep you warm, but might also be able to be used by Bigfoot. In fact, we showed an igloo-style structure we believe could have been a Bigfoot infant's playpen.
This crossover between survival skills and Bigfoot research is exactly why our Bigfoot Bushcraft series is so important. If you want to find Bigfoot, you have to stay alive out there.
So now, let's quickly go over some key survival tips. Never, no matter how angry you are at the person, never go out without telling someone where you're headed. Pack a survival kit, even for short trips. Your kit should include a poncho, fire starters like our Yeti cubes, a knife, and a way to purify water. And let me tell you, he doesn't go to the grocery store without a survival kit. Know how to build a shelter in under 30 minutes. Understand the terrain and check weather forecasts. And always plan that the weather forecast doesn't know what it's talking about. Carry extra food and water.
We want you to squatch safely because the best Bigfoot encounters won't mean a thing if you don't make it home to tell the story.
Our Bigfoot Bushcraft series, though, isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving in the wild so that you can continue the search. We've designed each episode to build on essential skills that can literally save your life.
So whether you're out tracking Bigfoot signs, making calls at night, which I don't recommend, or hiking deep into the remote areas, we're here to make sure you're ready. Ready not for just Bigfoot, but for whatever the wilderness throws at you. We hope this video drives home the importance of preparedness. If you haven't checked out our Bigfoot Bushcraft series yet, now's the time. Make sure you're equipped with the skills you need before you head out.
And please remember, Squatch Americans, survival comes first every single time.
So remember, we investigate the unexplained.
Not explain the uninvestigated. You keep watching.
We'll keep squatching.
Now, go out and find Bigfoot.
But do it safely.
That damn Sasquatch.
They're squatching, they're searching, they're cracking some jokes. It's Scott and Hannah, your Bigfoot